Hi, fabulous Scorpio. This is your September 2019 reading. I just want to say a big thank you to everyone that has liked, shared, subscribed to my channel. And thanks, guys, for those of you that have stuck around. Didn't get to August due to ill health, so hopefully getting back into it. Anyway, I'm going to be doing it a little bit differently this time around. And as you can see, I've got a board here. Now, these are the messages from Spirit that Spirit brought through, firstly, for the month of September for you. The first one comes up as Leap of Faith. Now, please take into consideration that these are general readings too as well, and it won't resonate with everybody, but take what you need and discard the rest. The first one comes up as Leap of Faith. So I do feel that this could be with a relationship, whether it's a brand new relationship, a brand new friendship, something about taking a big leap of faith and your emotional happiness too. Now, the next one that comes along is Conquer. What Spirit had told me was about conquering your fears, something about not being good enough, and which pertains also to beliefs, into the beliefs, the self-belief, believing that you are good enough, that you are worthy, because you know, there's something brand new. I can feel it coming, and it's just beautiful for you, Scorpio. So there is here these messages from Spirit saying take a leap of faith and conquer your fears, because believe in yourself, because you are good enough. I'm also going to be pulling a couple of Oracle cards, and the first deck that I'm going to be using is Oracle of the Hidden Worlds by Lucy Cavendish, just to see what the overall theme is. I've also pre-shuffled the deck so that we can save a little bit of time here, getting right into it. Hope August treated you well. I'm going to have a look. And, oops, sometimes it doesn't come out. Awesome. So we have got Water Spirit in this one, and it's about emotions, memory, and life force. So a beautiful, beautiful card, talking definitely about emotions, which is interesting. Leap of faith with the emotions about perhaps even a new love coming along. So taking note and taking stock of your emotions, knowing that you are good enough, and like it's about memory as well here. So it could be someone from the past too. So taking that into account. The next Oracle card deck that I'm going to be using is the Animal Spirit Oracle Guide cards, sorry. They're by Colette, Baron-Reid, and all the details are down below. And again, I have pre-shuffled these. So let's see what's coming for you, Scorpio, for September 2019. Oh, Mouse Spirit. Interesting. Tend to the small things. It's a beautiful card indicating that even the minute little details. Check where you're going, check what you're doing, check the fine print, making sure that you're keeping yourself in check as well. So looking after your health here. So it's going to be very important to just look at the small things, and perhaps there's something, you know, you don't want to miss anything too. So take a little bit of stock there about just looking at the finer details of things, and maybe looking into, perhaps if it's a new relationship coming about, look at the small things there, and perhaps even appreciate the small things too. Not saying that you don't, but you know, it's about appreciating the small things, but tending to them as well. And now we're going to get on to the the Gilded Tarot by Ciro Manchetti. Again, I have pre-shuffled these. So let's see what is coming for you for September 2019, Scorpio. So let's have a look. Oops, sorry, did that the wrong way around first off, didn't I? So the Strength card comes out. So there's courage, there's strength that you perhaps may need. And this might be going into something new. So just taking that into account, you may have gone through a fair bit of struggle. Maybe that is a self-belief too as well. So taking that into account. So that's the overarching energy that we've got there. I'm going to put load the cards and then I'll tell you about them. So there's Temperance. There is the Ten of Pentacles. There is the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Cups, the Hanged Man, and the Knight of Cups. Interesting spread. So Temperance comes along and says there may need to be a bit of balance, but it's also about your emotions. So maybe keeping your emotions in check, or just watching your emotions, tending to the small part. Well, not saying that your emotions are small, not at all. But here, just looking at the finer details of your emotions. How are you feeling about someone if they came new into your life? How are you ready? Are you willing to accept somebody new perhaps coming or stepping into your life? It's interesting because we've got a couple of cup cards here as well, but also here because it represents when the Rider-Waite deck, she's holding 2 cups. It also is about emotional healing. So taking that into account. The 10 of Pentacles, because I'm believing that this is something that it is to do with the emotions and the communication side of things here. Look at the riches. Look at how rich you are in your life. Look at your worth. So interesting. Conquer your fears, self-belief, what Spirit had brought through. Here, it's basically saying know your worth, but there are so many riches that you have within you, which is great. The Queen of Swords comes along and says, maybe you need to speak up about this. Maybe you need to understand that you are worthy. You bring it forward to people. Say, the things that basically define you. Stand in your power, speaking up the truth. Because the Queen of Swords doesn't put up with crap. Okay, this person doesn't put up with crap, and it's not necessarily gender specific. So maybe you've not said anything of late, and now maybe it's time to come out and actually express how wonderful you truly are, Scorpio. Interesting, because we've got the Queen of Cups coming up next here. So she does indicate that she's scared of moving forward too, but also keeping things to herself. She is a beautiful, beautiful nurturing energy. Again, not being gender specific here, but it is a beautiful energy, very mothering, very nurturing energy that's coming here. So it's about being kind to yourself here while you're going through this. Also, the Hanged Man comes around and says, maybe you've been hanging around, maybe you've been waiting for something, but it is also a self-imposed limitation. So maybe you've been putting yourself through this, that you haven't spoken up about how you actually feel, perhaps when this new person comes along, or perhaps that you're dealing with somebody already in a relationship. So maybe you've put these self-imposed limitations, not saying anything and holding back your emotions. Know your worth. If you're not happy with something, or if you're not happy in a relationship, you need to speak up. Speak up beautifully and compassionately as well. Bring it forward. It's always important to, have great communication. The Knight of Cups as the last card indicates that the Knight is bringing you emotional fulfillment here, whereas the pages are messengers of that news. The Knight is actually bringing it to you. So you might find that this might turn out better than you think once you actually speak up. So particularly if you need to communicate, particularly if you need to have something that requires courage to speak up about a relationship, perhaps if you're in a relationship, or perhaps even new, a relationship that could be coming to you, this is something that it probably will work out a lot better and in your favor than once you first thought. Regardless, this is a beautiful, beautiful spread for you, Scorpio, and for September 2019. Please enjoy, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye for now.